say. Hello YouTubers, it's your guy here, and after getting too many arguments about gaming's biggest mascot from Nintendo, Mario, getting too much false information about him, misunderstood that Mario is mental. And I know that you've seen the Game Theories video, Why Mario is Mental, right? And I know that you've seen my video called Mario's Angry Responses to Game Theory's new video, Why Mario is Mental. I know I shouldn't have made it. It was kind of awkward because it had too much rage on it. People are like, there was like too much dislikes, about 36, and there's only 16 that disliked it. Liked it. They said that it was a threatening the game theory. So, but however, that was a way to teach him. But I kind of feel bad. But so I'm gonna make another video to actually tell him the real story, because this video will be called "The Truth About Mario: Why He's Innocent." So I get you're wondering why about cheap business. Okay, you're following me? So you're trying to say that cheaps mind their own business. They mind their own business. Okay, yeah, that one you're right. But what if they're not on water? What if they try to Goomba stomp Mario and jump up over there? Not only that, the purple fish try to even attempt to swim directly at Mario, trying to harm him. Why haven't you said anything about that? Mentioned that, because you forgot to mention that, and that was really important. Also, in Super Mario 64 DS, there was a really big fish trying to eat Mario, which happens many times in New Super Mario Bros. DS and Super Mario 64 DS. That exactly happened like that. And Game Theory, I don't know why you didn't mention any of that, because that's kind of true. Also, because what you're actually trying to say that all cheaps are harmless? Yeah, only 1 out of 4. Sorry, 1 out of 4 are harmless. It's 25%. But 3 out of 4, 75%, they're harmful. Jinx. What now, Game Theory? Do you now know that you just got yourself wronged? Because Game Theory, you kind of mentioned all the negative things instead of looking for the positive things. You haven't mentioned everything about Mario. You only mentioned the negative ones instead of the positive ones, or at least even both. Because also for Donkey Kong Circus, that was just Nintendo's way to say that the show must go on. It was actually the player's mistake. That's one thing you should know. It's always the player's mistake, not Mario himself. Otherwise, if it's like computerized, then you'll probably have a problem with it. But if you think about it, it's actually the player's mistake. But however, Mario isn't actually laughing at him. He's just supporting him so that the show will go on faster and entertaining. It's because circus is usually about laughing and cheering. Without that, there won't be any circus. And also, there's the one thing that these people never learn about, and I'm thinking that Mario's punching Yoshi just to get a thumb out. I mean, guys, seriously, if you look closely, Mario, aka Mario, read my lips, Mario is not punching Yoshi. Mario is actually pointing at him. Point. He's just using his fist to point. Even in the new Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario uses a fist just to help point. And also the Toad pointed at Yoshi, and Yoshi is not flinching, but he's just bending get his long tongue to launch out and grab stuff. Jeez, because if the Yoshi got punched, he'd probably react way different than just making a tongue stick out like that. Now you're trying to get at game theory, and don't listen to what it said here, because there was information that the kingdom was invaded by the Koopas, aka Black Magic, that turned its stones to bricks. Do not believe that, because that was just some random rumor. Because otherwise, you are trying to say, like in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, there's multiplayer, right? A Toad, if he smashed bricks, do you think that Toads are also killing their own Toads as well? Don't you think Toads are probably killing themselves by just breaking a single brick? Do you ever think about that, game theory? Have you ever mentioned that? I hope you didn't. However, hey, I'm glad you're back. This is part 2 because I had a lot of things to do. So, I hope you had a chance to think about your dislike for Mario. You don't have to like him though, but I'm just telling you guys that he's innocent. And he's not guilty, because I'll show you why. You say you like Goombas, Koopas, all Bowser's minions, and Bowser himself. You think Mario's the antagonist? What about the Goombas? What about the Koopas? What about the Spinies? Look at Lockatoos. What about Hooktail? Well, if you see it in Paper Mario 2000 Year Door. But jeez, you think Mario's the only antagonist here? Well, you're double, triple wrong. That's actually Bowser. He is the one who sent those enemies to kill him. What'll you do if Mario never reacted? Then he'd be dead. Unless you expect him to dodge every single enemy, but they just pop out of nowhere, so he has no choice but to kill him, to get him out of his way. Just deal with that. It's just like war. It's like you're battling against people to avoid to win back survival. If you try to compare it with Mario, then you should have a possible chance of thinking that it should come to your senses, because I'm kind of gets in my nerves when people keep on saying that Mario is the only killer instinct around, but that's not even true at all. Bowser is actually the one. Also, in this movie called Power Star, people think that Mario turned evil, killing Goombas, even Peach, even himself. But actually, it was Bowser who was behind this. Bowser's actually the troublemaker for everything, and you think Mario's the killer. Well, geez, don't. That's not even true, because the only problem with game theorists is that he's thinking too much negative. He didn't take any positive. He didn't mention any cheap Goomba stomping Mario. He never mentioned any purple ones aiming at him, green ones aiming at him, even the black ones, even the big ones that eat him alive. Okay, do you get it now? Also, so it's about Peach. So let's talk about Peach. Yeah, I know you could have been hanging out with Pauline right now, but I don't know any of this stuff. And this is nonsense, because this is just a game that is made it up just to get a retribute. It's not really a big deal. He's not really dating other women, but that's just how the game is. And if you really think all these different kind of Nintendo stuff they're doing is illegal, then you're a total fool of the highest rank. Do you hear me? Because you know what? It's kind of good. I hope you guys understand that all of this is just nonsense. That's just Nintendo's new way. Remember people, this video game, every video game is not perfect. Not even Flappy Bird. Because you know what happened? Somebody committed suicide, and then that's why the Flappy Bird wasn't available anymore. It's not really a perfect one. It takes... So, I hope you guys really understand this theory. Video games are never supposed to be perfect. All of those things are nonsense. You know why? Because you know, game theory is just talking about normal stuff that are not really relevant to the real Mario thing. Especially when that part when Yoshi jumps. You guys think that Yoshi jumps off a cliff, right? And I mean, no. Mario, you think Mario throws Yoshi out of a cliff just to get a couple inches out of his jump? Well, come on, you're referring to the old version games. Haven't you heard of the New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. U, New Super Mario Bros. DS? I mean, screw the DS, they don't have there. No, how about New Super Mario Bros. 2? Because game theory, you're not really mentioning New Super Mario Bros. The series, because Yoshi now these days flutter and they can save themselves to be killed. Pretty much the player's choice. If they wanted, they don't have to jump off Yoshi. Although you can just like make them do a long jump. Plus, Yoshi can now flutter. And about this punching business, if you take a look at the New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you assume that he's punching Yoshi. He's actually pointing. If you don't believe me, try getting the game and find out yourself. You will now actually learn that he has some new abilities than rather in the old version. Because, to be honest, game theory is kind of wrong on this. That's the only thing that just gets me on this. Because I can't take this anymore, and I want this to end because it's just driving me nuts a lot. So, in conclusion, game theory, you better. If you get this video, I hope you send me another message saying that you acknowledge this and that you probably missed a lot of things about Mario. You probably thought there's some good things in him, not the assuming bad stuff that are in him. And the conclusion is, so the real final answer has been decided. You know what Mario is? He's not a murderer, actually. It just seems to be the player's choice that just assume that he's the murderer. But he's not actually the murderer at all. Because that's kind of the player's actions. So, the only thing we just have to deal with is the player, how he does it. But seriously, that is his purpose. That is his job. If you didn't kill them, then there's no way calling this an adventure at all. And there's no way, because without enemies being dead, how the heck are they supposed to prevent Mario from saving the world? If Mario wasn't there, then basically the Mushroom Kingdom will be lost forever. And I'm not saying this, I'm not doing this video because I know I have some friends who think I like Mario just because I'm making a video about him. But Mario, I don't really like him that much, but I'm just telling you guys the real truth so that you guys can understand. So, I hope you guys really found this helpful, and I hope you got information. And I hope you really subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for Minecraft videos. And that's all I'm going to be saying, okay? I hope you find this video useful and helpful. Bye.